Good morning, Coaching Strategies football students. This is our online class for this semester. It's one of the few fully online sport management classes, and I believe we've created a fabulous class. I have worked over a couple years to build the content into videos to create succinct and robust and complete assignments and the assignment documents to accompany that. I would encourage you this week, and we'll start here by reviewing the schedule again. And in the schedule, you can see that you're supposed to be in Module 1 right now. And all the assignments in Module 1 include the watching of the first 4 weeks of videos in Module 1 and leading up to our midterm examination, and the research paper, which is due right before you leave for spring break. So, to kind of get a feel for where you are, we've started the class. You need to be watching the first 4 weeks of videos, and let's go there. If you go into the Module 1 folder, there are videos of weeks 1, weeks 2, weeks 3, and weeks 4, and as those have become available to you over the past, say, couple of weeks, you need to be going through those. I believe in week 1 there were 3 videos, for example, and in week 2 there were another 4 videos. So by the end of week 2, 7 total videos. And I think by the time you get done over the next couple of weeks and you've watched and are studying these videos, I'm looking here now, there are 15 videos, and most of them are fairly short, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, maybe a couple of them extend more than 20 minutes. They're very comprehensive videos. All of those are designed to be the content and the study for Examination 1. Exceptional videos put on by our own Coach Schuler, who did a fabulous job. He interviews a variety of coaches. He makes applications. I know you're going to love the content. Second thing I want you to be aware of, in the schedule, this week we made available for you the research paper. You can begin to work on the research paper, which is due the moment before you leave for spring break. Now there is a folder down here, research interview paper, and if I happen to click in it, you'll see the submission of it. There's actually a sample research paper if you're looking for a visual, and there's actually a PDF here which opens up to the instructions. Now in all the classes I teach, I like to give instructional documents to help guide you on what my expectations are, how you'll be graded, how long something needs to be, the formatting of it, etc. Remember, in the business school, we are APA formatted for everything we do, but anything that I either add or subtract from that can always be found in the assignment document. In this particular document, it lays out, this is an interview paper, and you need to interview 5 football coaches. And I actually tell you what I'm looking for. Well, I want one coach to be this, and I want one coach to be that. So there's a little diversity there. You got to spend some time finding the coaches. And actually, I've given you, on the second page, I've given you a really good interview form that we put together. And I've given you some kind of coaching and leadership and coaching and tactics and coaching and strategy questions you can use when conducting your interviews. Now, you don't need to just stick to those. You can certainly launch into other things that are your preference. You want to talk to the coach about strength conditioning. You want to talk to the coach about nutrition. You want to talk to the coach about how to handle parents or how to handle the Super Bowl win. All those kind of things can be included. I've given you a baseline or a benchmark on how to start those interviews. Anyways, you need to go through this and look at this carefully. I would print this off in color and have this available. And anytime I make things in red, that's very distinct. Here's when it's due. Here's how much it's worth. Something in blue or bolded is something that stands out. I want you to really notice that. I suggest you download this today or tomorrow. Have this in front of you. Look at it a couple of times so you know what's expected. You probably should start lining up your first interviews and maybe even do your first one next week to get that under your belt, because you know, the old saying, when you get the ball rolling, it's easier to keep the ball rolling because you have traction. Let's get that ball rolling on these interviews. So by the time you get closer to midterm, you're going to have those comprised, and those interviews is the content for your research paper. It's a lot easier to write a really good research paper when you have the content. Listen, email me, Call me, stop by the office anytime you like. I see many of you in class. I know some of you either have accommodations or working remotely. I will always get back to you, I promise. I want to see you do well, but adhere to the announcements and the instructions and the schedule that I give you. God bless you and have a great Thursday.